Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amara. This is Tarot by Amara. So today's spirit card reading, we are going to ask the question, are you on their mind? So the person on your mind, we're going to find out if they are thinking about you. We're going to look into their current thoughts and feelings about you. We are going into this reading with the intention of romantic connections only. You can certainly watch if you are thinking about a friend, but we are solely looking into romantic connections right now. I was drawn to water today, so all of these cards have an element of water imagery. It just feels like there's this need to like cleanse, take a bath, take a shower, purge your energy, release. So I've just been really drawn to water tonight. That could resonate with, some of you. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings at the moment, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. The link is in my description box below. There could be messages for you there as well. But that being said, let's just get into the tarot, right? So pile number one, you guys have this release, surrender, and purge card. Pile number two, you have chemistry and passion. And pile number three, you have this structure card. So take a moment to pause the video, think about the person on your mind before choosing your pile. I find what helps me is if you close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, think about your person in your mind, think about their hair color, their eye color, what they smell like, their facial expressions, their laugh, and then open up your eyes and choose the pile that you are most drawn to intuitively. Try not to overthink it. But that being said, I will see you guys in your reading. Hello, pile number one, and thank you so much for being here. Welcome to your reading on your person. We're going to find out what they're thinking and feeling about you. Are you on their mind right now? So I do just want to energetically check in with what's going on with your pile. It feels like you've just surrendered to this connection and this person. You could have recently emotionally released them, you've done some kind of shower cleanse, bath cleanse, some sort of ritual to remove yourself from the energy of this person, because it feels like you are very tied to them in some way emotionally. And it got to the point where, if you're in a separation with this person, the pain was just too much, to the point where you're like, I have to release this, I have to surrender, and leave it up to God, leave it up to the universe as to what's going to happen with us. It feels like you just had to let it go. I'm getting the song This Love by Taylor Swift, and it has also water imagery as well. It's very much I had to release you and then you came back to me. So that's the kind of energy that she has a very specific line that's coming through in that song where she says, or lyric, sorry, she has a specific lyric where she says, these hands had to let it go, and then this love came back to me. So there is this energy of you have this strong knowing that you have to release this person right now, because if you continue to hold on, it just makes things more painful for you. And some of you guys could have already gone through the process of maybe moving on, and you're just curious and that's why you're here. But I feel like for a lot of you, the energy that's coming through is quite heavy and painful, and it just feels like you've needed to just let this go and release it. Because I think that holding on to this person or the situation in itself, I feel like you've been holding on to maybe past conversations or even the nostalgia or the memory. It continues to be painful for you. So I just am getting this energy of you just needing to release, if not already. So you could have had a really intense breakup with this person or something. It feels very unexpected, but let's find out. So pile number 1, are you on this person's mind? Whoa, that flew right through. We have the Star. Ace of Cups. Are you on this person's mind? This is the 8 of Wands. Are you on this person's mind? We have the Wheel. We have the King of Swords. Redemption. Are you on this person's mind? Okay. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Entrapment card. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Transformation. You are definitely on this person's mind. I don't think this person has entirely let you go, for sure. There's a lot of exciting energy here, but there's also a lot of hesitation. And I'm getting a lot of like past energy and also present, and then in the near future. I do want to start off by saying what this person has been thinking about you in terms of how they perceive you. So they're viewing you right now as the Star. Okay, so this is the energy of hope and faith and beauty, even to me, and wishing and hoping, and almost like when I think about the Star energy, first of all, you could have like Aquarius placements. But when I think about the Star, I think about something that is unattainable, right? Something that is at a distance, something that you can watch from afar. So your person definitely has the awareness that you are very beautiful, that you are like probably like in the spotlight somehow, or like you just have this quality about you, this aura where you shine bright. People notice you. You are talented, you are gifted in certain things. Maybe being on stage is being a gift for you, or some of you guys could be like an influencer or something. I don't know. Like there's something about you that you have a star-like quality versus uniqueness that stands out from the rest. So this is how they view you. And it's so funny because with the Redemption card right under, this is the card of Judgment. So this person definitely had recently a wake-up call, right? This realization, this is what Judgment is. This is like a aha moment where they recognize this about you now, right? And it could have been because in this fairy tale storyline, the Redemption card almost talks about like the black swan or like the white swan. I don't know what fairy tale that's in reference to actually, but maybe like the Swan Princess is coming through, where this is a very old like 90s I think fairy tale story or like princess movie where, you know, at one point she turns to the prince and she's like, do you love me? He's like, yes. And she's like, what do you love about me? And he says something like, your beauty, right? They just had that, like, because in the movie she like at one point turned into like a swan or something like that. I can't remember the story. I'm so really sorry, you guys, but that's what's coming through, where maybe you felt like an ugly duckling your whole life, right? And you had this massive glow up. And so this person's realization about you is much deeper, is what I'm trying to say, right? Like they're having like a very deep spiritual realization about you, that you are special, is the energy that's coming through. So this is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about your beauty and your grace and how you shine, right? Now there is this also energy here of this person wanting to communicate with you. Okay, we have the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands. This is a fast moving energy. This is a fast communication that is wanting to come through. I don't know what's prompting it. We will get into that and we will clarify, but there is this energy of your person thinking about communicating something to you. And it could be with the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here that they're feeling lonely. Okay, they haven't let you go. They're holding on quite tightly as to, the outcome of the situation, right? Whereas you've released this, right? It's been painful for you, this breakup, this ending, whatever situation that you are in with this person. It has been hurtful. It's been painful. And it's left you in a state of entrapment. It's left you in a state of feeling stuck. And so what you did was that you released it. This person has not done that. Okay, they're holding on quite tightly. They're feeling lonely. Okay, the Five of Pentacles talks about feeling insecure. And your person is in a place of lack right now. Okay, I think that they're coming out of it because we do have redemption here, judgment. So in the recent past or presently, they're feeling lonely. They're feeling stuck. They don't know how to progress with this connection anymore. They're trying to find ways that could be exciting to communicate with you. Like they're hoping that something changes in their favor with the Wheel card. It feels very much like, if this were just to happen, then I could reach out to pile number one. Or if this happens, then we can be together. Like it's very like there has to be a reason that this person in their mind, right? This is what's going on in their mind right now. They feel like there has to be a reason to reach out, right? There has to be like something that pushes them or prompts them to come forward. And the reason why it's so back and forth is because they're showing up as a King of Swords. So this king is a very decisive king. Like this is someone who really goes over every single detail before making a decision. So that's why it takes so long. Because the King of Swords is very intellectual. This is someone who is in their mind a lot. So clearly they're thinking about you, okay? Like heavy. Especially with the King of Swords being here, they are really going over every single detail, every single moment the two of you have shared, the ending in itself, the conversations the two of you have had. Like this person is genuinely going over every single thing. This is someone who doesn't forget anything. Okay, they're not forgetful. They probably are really good with numbers or remembering faces and names or dates. Like this is someone who is in their mind a lot. And throughout their thoughts, I will say they do have this judgment moment, right? Where they're like waking up and, with the Ace of Cups energy, this is a new beginning in love. Like they're craving this affection, this desire to heal as well. Because I think with the Five of Pentacles, this is a very lonely place. It's also fear. But I love this Five of Pentacles because you can see that like, and this is why imagery and cards are really important because they tell the story. So you can see here with the Five of Pentacles, right? Like the Five of Pentacles talks about a place of lack. This is feeling like you don't have enough. This is insecurity, right? And you can see the fear on her face, right? But she's not alone, right? She's not alone. She has a bear here. So normally you would be terrified of this bear, right? But you can see the way the bear is looking at her. It's not a place of fear. It's concern. It's love. Right? Like there's this energy of like there's nothing to be fearful about. You're not alone. So this is the kind of energy this person is in where they feel like they have to reach out because they feel like they're losing you, right? With the Four of Pentacles, that's why that's there, right? They feel like they are losing you. So they're holding on tightly, super tightly, right? They're feeling stuck as well because they don't know how to handle the situation at all with the entrapment, right? This is someone who could be very they're kind of like on a pause right now. They're feeling very, I need a break, right? And especially with the death card, right? As your overall energy, this is talking about the ending in itself and your connection. This is the breakup. This is the um it's death, right? It's the grief that they're experiencing. But you can see here that in this card, he's coming back to life. And you can see the connection here up in the heavens, right? In the afterlife. Um so there is this energy of like the connection will always be there, but it's how the two of you are manifesting it or healing from it in the aftermaths is what I see here. So I am actually seeing like more so a glimpse of the near future, which is this person potentially reaching out to you, wanting to communicate with you, wanting to deliver some kind of news to you. And it could be centered around, hey, I want a new beginning, or, I'm feeling lonely, I haven't let you go, I haven't moved on. But with the wheel being there, this is someone who is wanting to wait at the perfect time. Like the wheel is an energy of change. It's a shift. It's a positive shift. It's a change as well, but it's like they're waiting on something here. Because if you look at this entrapment card, which this is the energy of like Rapunzel, right? She's not actually trapped. She's not trapped. It's all in her mind. And she has to break free of the captivity of her mind, right? So this is the energy of that your person is in. They're in a state of the Hanged Man, a pause, a place of reflection, thinking about your endless opportunities, right? As you can see, they're looking out the window, and the birds also signify communication. So this person is in a period of thought about you. So you're definitely on their mind, but it's like they're in the state of waiting. They're in like a waiting period. But instead of just like communicating and taking a chance or a risk, they're needing a reason for some reason. I don't know. So let's see. I want to clarify. I'm going to keep the death card here. I'll put that there. But I want to clarify what the wheel is about. Because I feel like they're waiting on something, or they're expecting some sort of change to happen, maybe with you or with the connection. But that's not going to happen miraculously, like change happens in a relationship when people take action, right? So this is not, Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like something needs to get this person going, to get them out of bed. And this is what the Princess of Pentacles is about. This is an opportunity, a very positive opportunity that has a lot of potential. Right? So I feel like there's something coming your way with this connection. There is a door opening again with this Princess of Pentacles. Something is getting this person out of bed with a glimmer of hope. Now remember, the Princess of Pentacles, in this case the Page of Pentacles, it's a pentacle. It's small. But it's a small seed that can grow into something much more. So there is an opportunity here with this connection. It's like a door opens a little. And I think this prompts your person to communicate with you. Okay, what else do I need to know? Ooh, okay. Princess of Wands. Yeah, this is very new energy. This is new. This is exciting. This is a positive change happening in your connection, especially with this person. I feel like something lights a fire under their butt where they're like wanting to communicate with you, wanting to talk with you. There's a change of pace here in your connection from a place of stagnancy into some form of excitement that's coming through. Do I want to pull one more, or do I go straight to Oracle? Okay, I'll pull one more. What else do we need to know about this connection? Are you on their mind? What are they thinking about? Ten of Wands. Okay, so there's this energy of burdens, right? There's an uncertainty because we have the Prince of Cups here. So there is we have 3 pages. There's a lot of new energy, but the past is lingering. the past is lingering. I feel like there is something here with this person whereas you have released this and are sort of leaving it up to the world, right? Leaving it up to God, the universe. You're being very serendipitous about it. It's like whatever happens, happens. They feel very burdened by their mind. They're looking at this connection in a place of practicality. They feel like there needs to be some kind of answer, some kind of logical reason why the two of you should be together. But they're being guided to release this. That's why they're in this entrapment mode, right? This is why they're in this kind of state of stagnation and thinking and a pause, because through this they have a judgment call, right? They have a realization that it's much deeper, right? This is not something to be logical about. This is love, which is why the Ace of Cups is there. So they're having a mindset change. This is all that they're thinking about. This is what they're going through. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let's pull some oracle cards. I will say I love how clear your reading was, because sometimes with these messages, the energy that comes through can be quite confusing and conflicting. But yours is very clear. So that also tells me that your person is, you know, thinking quite clearly. Okay, there's not a lot of confusion. So they're very sure as to how they feel about you. It's all just about like the execution and the timing. So what else do we need to know? Okay. Wow. Look at that. Look what flew right out. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. This is exactly what I said in your intro with the song This Love. I had to let it go. My hands had to let it go free, and this love came back to me. It's very simple, very clear. Do I even want to pull another one? Should I just leave it at that? Usually I pull like 6, but I feel like the message is clear enough. I don't think you guys need any more info. Yeah, I think I'm done here. I think this is exactly the clarity that you've needed with this person. And yeah, I think I think that you needed the clarity as to if this really was your person, if we're ever going to make amends, if we're ever going to reconnect. Will there be an opportunity? Like I said, that's that Princess of Pentacles popping out, that opportunity. And also the Prince of Cups, it talks about that curiosity again, right? That making amends. This is an apology coming through. This is your person maybe reaching out and asking you out for like a drink or to talk, right? This is an apology. This is an opportunity to make amends. So pile number 1, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe and leave a really lovely comment if it resonated with you. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings at the moment, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. The link is in my description box below. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye! Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into the person on your mind, and we're going to find out, are they thinking about you? And if so, what are they thinking about? Okay, we're going to look into their current thoughts and feelings about you and the connection. Just energetically, what I'm feeling for you in this connection, it feels very intense. It feels very passionate. It feels like my body feels really warm. So this could be a very like intense sexual connection as well. Like there could just be a lot of like passion between the two of you. And sometimes passion could even indicate arguing, right? Like there could have been a lot of conflict between the two of you. Like 1 minute it's like really passionate and loving and exciting and just really fun, and then the next minute it feels very conflicting and the two of you are arguing, or there's just like a lot of like maybe competitive or combative energy between the two of you. But when you're together, it's great. Like it feels like there could be like this energy of like you've gone through cycles with this person, like on and off, and when you are together it's better, but when you're apart it's worse, is what it feels like. It almost feels like you haven't experienced a love like this before. It feels very like this is your soulmate. But for some reason you can't get it right. Like you can't get the timing right, or life gets in the way, or for some of you, I'm even picturing like you met this person when you were really young, like you both were really young, and then just like you went your separate ways, and then you connected again, then you went your separate ways again, and then you connected. Like it feels very like you've seen an immense amount of change within you, but also with this person. And even in your life externally, there feels like there has been major moments that this person, missed out on or was a part of, right? So that's the kind of energy. Like I feel like I'm reading for those of you who have been in like a long-term connection with this person. Um so yeah, let's see what state you guys are in right now. Some of you guys could be in no contact with this person. Obviously, right? You are in a reading. Are you on their mind? But there's just a lot of like intimacy here. I feel like this person is definitely tapping into your energy somehow, especially at night. And if you're a woman watching this, you could be practicing the O method. That's coming through. If you don't know what the O method is, look it up. But I feel like that's an energy that's coming through for you. Okay. Pile number 2. Are you on this person's mind? Oh, oof. Yeah, this is the energy that I was thinking about. 5 of Swords, arguments, fighting. We have the 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords. There's that no contact, silence between the two of you. 10 of Swords. Oof, this is tough, you guys. We have the King of Cups, and then we have the King of Pentacles. Are you on this person's mind? Okay, we have the Strength card, Prince of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Prince of Wands. Interesting. I think this person is pretending that you are not on their mind. Okay, I think this person is pretending that they aren't thinking about you. But they are. And the reason why I say that, because we have the King of Cups here. But we also have the King of Pentacles. And these are 2 very different energies. When I think about the King of Cups, I think about someone who has, who wears their heart on their sleeve. This is a big romantic. And this is the part of them that is following their heart, where they're like, I love pile number 2. I really like pile number 2. Like, this is someone who has you on their mind. But when I think about the King of Pentacles, I think about someone who is very focused on the material world. Okay, this is someone who's very focused on their career, their finances. And so with the King of Pentacles energy, this is someone who appears to the outside world as very successful, very business-minded, who has a lot going on, who's hardworking, and this is earth sign energy. So this is stability. This is very grounded energy. This is not someone, the King of Pentacles, I don't feel like is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve the way the King of Cups does, right? They're okay, I'll say it this way. Okay, when you think about the King of Cups, right? I think about a creative, right? Someone who's a musician or is in the arts, right? So where creativity is their passion, how they express their feelings is through art or poetry or just talking about their feelings or just literally how their heart explodes for you. It's in a form of some kind of art form, whether that be dance, singing, painting, I don't know. Oh, sorry. um, but yeah, that's how a King of Cups is. But the King of Pentacles, when I think about the King of Pentacles, I think about suit and tie, very stoic, kind of like 50 Shades of Grey type of energy, like very serious, very reserved. So I think that these two energies are what are signifying your person right now. Where on the outside world, they're so busy, they have a lot going on, they're on their phone, business calls, and like doing all these like work related things. Internally, they are thinking about you. You are on their mind. And I think they're thinking a lot about the conflict. They're very much on guard right now. For sure, with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords, this is someone who is, I'm going to be very honest, not ready to communicate with you. They're acting like disinterested with the Four of Cups. This is someone who is not ready to talk. Okay, so if you're here wondering, is my person going to communicate with me? Are they going to want to talk? Not right now. Because the Four of Swords really signifies a period of rest and relaxation, reflection. The Four of Cups talks about this person being really disinterested right now, not necessarily in you. I think they're pretending. I think they're pretending to play this off right now. Okay, they don't have the courage to let down their walls with you, and be vulnerable. They're just not going to do it right now. I think they would rather be chasing other opportunities and other people. With the Prince of Wands, you can see here, it's like a cat and mouse game. They're the cat. With the Three of Wands here as well, they're thinking about bigger things. They're wanting bigger things. They want more out of the world right now, it feels like. And so I feel like, honestly, pile number two, they're kind of putting you on the back burner. Okay, it's almost like they don't want to deal. And this could have been a recent ending. Okay, this could have been a recent fight. This could obviously change in the near future, um, which we will look into. But I think right now, with the Five of Swords being here and the Nine of Wands, they're very on guard. It feels like if you were to call them and have a conversation, they're ready to fight. That's the energy that is coming through. Okay, they have a lot of love for you with the King of Cups. They care about you, um, but right now, where things are currently in the present moment, they're feeling like, I can't even look at pile number two right now. Like, I can't deal with pile number two, which I know is hard to hear. But that is the truth of what I'm seeing in these cards right now. It just feels very fresh. It feels like a fresh wound for the two of you. So this could have just been a recent breakup, a recent separation, a recent fight that you had with them, right? And you're coming here watching literally the second after the two of you fought. I don't know. But it feels very much like, I can't deal with pile number two. The Ten of Swords being here, that talks about a very, very painful ending and betrayal. So this feels all very recent, and I think that your person right now, pile number two, is not wanting to even deal with it. They're just not. And so I think how they're going about their day is like chasing other opportunities, maybe other options, or just, focus really on work. They're not wanting to even invest in your energy right now. And I know that sucks to hear, but that's what I'm seeing. And I'm not a huge fan of the Prince of Pentacles energy here with the Four of Cups, because this tells me that this person is wanting more out of this connection. They feel like it's not enough. This is greed that's coming through with your person, and that's why when I see the King of Pentacles here, that kind of correlates to the rest of the energy, where it's like you want more. You keep wanting more and more and more, to the point where it's just nothing is ever enough for you, you know? Not a huge fan of this energy. I'm not gonna lie. But I will say this person has some reflecting to do, because they are thinking about, so what's on their mind is that they are thinking about an argument that happened between the two of you with the Five of Swords. So whatever conflict happened with you guys, they're thinking about it. The Four of Swords here, this also signifies them like really sleeping on the truth. This is more so whatever happened between the two of you is kind of like a reflection for them. It's like they're looking in the mirror. It's going back to them. They're starting to understand their personality more, why they maybe self-sabotage in relationships, why they, do what they do. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it just feels like they are in a mode of reflection. Let's clarify some more. It's giving, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So I want to clarify what's with this Four of Cups. I don't really like this energy, but I want to clarify what that is. Four of Wands, interesting. So there's something here that they're feeling like, because the Four of Wands talks about stability. So there was something about your connection that was very unstable to them. And this is why they're acting disinterested. Like there is something about the connection where it didn't have any kind of substantial growth. Like they couldn't see it going anywhere. It's like you didn't fit into their, what they think, right? What they think is an ideal relationship. Okay, so remember, we're looking at someone who's very practical. Okay, they have feelings for you. That's there with the King of Cups for sure. But how they view relationships, it's very practical. And that is going to bite them, because they're not understanding why nothing's good enough for them, right? And if they've had like multiple relationships, they're starting to, your relationship was a catalyst for them to understand what it means to be in a partnership, right? So they're having like these realizations while they're in this Four of Swords energy. But I feel like when we're clarifying this here with this Four of Cups, they personally, for them, they feel like this connection doesn't have like stability for them. Like they need something that's more I guess easy, or that makes sense. I want to know what this Five of Swords is about. What was the argument about? Four of Pentacles, restrictions, holding on too tightly to something. This person has like a very interesting way of how they view relationships. They really truly feel like it has to meet some kind of expectation, some ridiculous standards. And it's like you couldn't meet them because they were so like, I'm trying to think of like an example. Maybe the two of you were just two very different people. Maybe there was just like, maybe the two of you weren't compatible. Like there was chemistry there was passion there, but nothing more. I mean, for some of you there is like obviously like love here. Like I do see it, but I don't know what this energy is. It's very strange. This person also has a big ego. Like they're not willing to push aside their ego to just give it to you straight, right? Like it's very like, especially if you are still in contact with them. For some of you, if you're still in contact with them, it's like mixed signals. But or like you're not understanding why their guard is up. Like why can't they just open up and be vulnerable with you? Like they're having some kind of like issues with like vulnerability, or just being open and honest about how they feel. Because how they truly feel in their heart is this King of Cups. Like they have feelings for you, but they're not telling you this. They're holding tightly to their feelings. And so maybe that's what the argument was about, like this person just not opening up to you, and it caused friction in your relationship. Maybe for some of you this was like a friends and benefit situation, and you wanted more out of the relationship and they just weren't giving it to you, right? Like it just feels like very like there's differences here that were causing conflict. All right, let's see what's in the near future for this connection. Are you on their mind? What are they thinking about? What's next? Prince of Swords. Oh, Two of Cups. Yeah, they can't deny the connection is the thing. Like there's a connection here. Whether they choose to ignore it or not, there will always be a connection. There's chemistry. There's a vibe between the two of you. There's passion. So as much as this person tries to ignore it, right, you will always be lingering in their mind somehow. Prince of Swords, this is more communication, more thinking about you. I don't think that they're going to reach out anytime soon, because again, I feel like for a lot of you, this is a recent, like, within the last 6 months, that this kind of fighting or conflict occurred. For some of you, it's very recent. The Prince of Swords, this is the energy of curiosity. So I think in the near future, there will be an energy shift between the two of you, or at least with this connection, where they're going to start to feel curious about you again. The Prince of Swords is the Page of Swords energy, so this is them doing a little research online, right? Asking about you, trying to find out or see what you're up to. Because again, the Two of Cups is here, the connection is here, the passion will always be there. Okay, you could have a telepathic communication with this person. But right now it just feels like I actually feel like there's more to what I'm saying, but there's so many storylines coming through that I can't say them all, but I feel like it's a general reading, right? So take it how it applies and you'll know your own situation. But it feels very like deeper than what I'm saying. It feels more complicated. Like there's a reason why this person feels like the two of you are not a good fit. Right? Like there's reasoning to why this person, and it has nothing to do with you, by the way, right? It's again how they're viewing relationships is coming from a standpoint of practicality. It's very just like, if it doesn't make sense, if things aren't aligning externally for us, then why are we doing it, right? Pile number 1 had a similar reading where it's like, you start to realize that at the end of the day, love is a choice, right? So it's choosing one another. And there's no practicality in choosing, right? Like there's no like, you choose each other because you love each other. And so I think that that's the kind of energy that's going to shift with this person, hopefully. Let's pull some oracle. Because what else would prompt them to be curious about you in the near future, right? To still be thinking about you, because they can't deny the connection. That's why the Prince of Swords is here. All right, let's close out this reading with some oracle cards. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Really? Like, hello? Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. Oh my God. Clear as day. Shocking. Turmoil, trouble, or unexpected. So could be some kind of unexpected news coming through for this connection. We have open your heart. Vulnerability. What did I say? Your person needs to learn how to be more vulnerable. They could discover something about you through this, because it's sitting right on top of the Page of Swords. So they could discover something about you where they're all of a sudden interested in talking to you again. Maybe they see that you're out and about with somebody. Maybe they, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but something sparks their curiosity. But they know that they can't go back into this connection with a closed heart. This person is going to learn over time to open their heart up to connections again in their life. distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. So yeah, there's a lot of delays in this connection. A lot of stopping and going, like I said in your intro. Like there's a lot of like, whenever the two of you feel like you're going forward, there's a delay. Wow. Death. Awareness, importance, and value. Yeah. This ties into the open of your heart. Okay, so this is tying into having the understanding that love and relationships are much that you have to go deeper, right? You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable with one another. And I think this is what your person is realizing. Opening up their heart, being more receptive to love and communication, and just choosing one another and being with one another. Seeing the value in this connection, especially with the Two of Cups here. There is chemistry, there's a spark, there's a passion, there's love, and to not deny it, right? Don't push it away, accept it. So pile number 2, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. Please leave a lovely comment if it resonated with you. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings right now, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. The link is in my description box below. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to look onto the person on your mind, and we're going to see, are they thinking about you? Are you on their mind? What are they thinking and feeling about you and the connection? We're going to jump straight in. So just energetically, what I'm feeling for you guys is like, there's a lot of like hard work being put into either the connection or individually. So I can feel like my body's getting a little warm. It feels like, kind of like how you feel like if you want to stretch. So I feel like there's a lot of hard work being put into yourselves, your jobs. It just feels like your body is tired, like you're needing to stretch out, or you're needing to have a massage, or there's this need to like take a break. But it feels like the both of you individually are going through a lot. You're going through a transition period. You're going through a period of building and learning and creativity, and just, it feels like you guys are getting things done. Like you're just on the go. You guys could be like really active people. You could be someone who's just started going to the gym, or taking care of your body, or eating right. It just feels like the both of you are on, whether you're together or not, we're gonna see, but it just feels very much like go, 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 busy bee, building a life, building something, right? As you can see here with structure. Some of you guys could be also moving recently, or you're planning on moving. Someone here is building a house. Now I'm thinking about the Notebook, where he builds her a house, or like spends years building a house or something like that. So it feels like whatever the two of you are doing individually, it's for a reunion. It's for a reconciliation. So whether your person could be working on something physically, right? Whether that be their physical body, their mental health, physically making a home, building a car, working on their business, doing something that is with their hands. They're doing something with their hands. Whereas you could be growing internally. There could be an age gap here, right? You could be going through a really, really tough transition. I'm getting for some of you, like, I'm not huge into astrology, but I know my viewers, a lot of people who watch tarot are into astrology. But I think like you could be going through like a Saturn return or something. I don't know. Because I know that that's something that comes through a lot. And so a Saturn return is essentially like you go through a very tough transitional period. And this happens in your late 20s, I think early 30s. Apparently I'm going through one right now. But that's the kind of energy that's coming through for your pile, where it feels very individual growth, painful growth, but it's like much needed for a lot of you. Some of you guys are just starting a new job. Like it all just feels very intense on the body, like your physical body. But whatever you're doing, it's working. Okay, so I do want to say that this is all very positive. So let's jump right in. I'm going to do a quick little shuffle. Okay. Pile number 3. Is your person, are they thinking about you? Are you on their mind? If so, what are they thinking about? Okay. So we have the wise old man, which is the emperor. Yeah, this is so like strong masculine and feminine energy coming through. So this is clearly your person. Okay, that if you're watching this, that's clearly your person wanting to be known right now. Ace of Swords. Six of Swords. Princess of Cups. Are you on their mind? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, Justice, Seven of Cups, are you on their mind? Okay. Four of Cups. Oh, that flew. Is that, oh my god, that's unreal. Empress and the Emperor? Okay. Didn't I say feminine, masculine energy? Okay, divine counterparts are showing up. And at the bottom of a deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So, yeah, this person is definitely thinking about you. You are definitely on their mind. They definitely see you as their person. They see you as their counterpart. I will say there's a lot of... I think they definitely see you as, like, their person. Like, they're, like, you're the one. But there's definitely this energy of conflict coming through strongly. There's a lot of confusion here. There's a lot of, I don't know how my person feels. There's a lot of miscommunication that's coming through, misunderstandings, a lot of anxiety as well between the both of you. I think this person feels like you're not interested in them. Like there's a little bit of like, this is exactly the image, like when I was going through your intro with the structure card, and I thought about two people going on their very own individual paths and doing their own individual things. Look how far apart you guys are from each other. And look at what is going on between the two of you in your own lives, right? So, especially if things are silent, especially if the two of you are not speaking with one another, there's a lot of space to create assumptions. And that's why I think the Four of Cups is here. I want to talk about this energy here. There's a lot of like energy of like, I think my person has moved on. I think they're with someone else. They're talking to other people. They have options. Pile number 3 wants nothing to do with me. This is what's going through in your person's mind, and they don't like it because the Emperor is someone who likes to be in control. Okay, this is a very strong masculine energy. This is a leader. This is someone who's very assertive. When they don't get their way, they get annoyed. So with the Emperor being here, this is strong masculine energy. So they have their eye on you. They have ways to... it's almost like they're very stubborn. Like they don't like what they see. So whatever they're creating in their mind with how they're feeling about you and how they're thinking about you, it's in a negative light, but also in a positive light. It's almost like if they're viewing you as the Empress, right? They think that you are this angelic, feminine energy, right? Like you could do no wrong. Like you're perfect in their eyes, right? So when they start to create assumptions with the Seven of Cups, they create this fantasy world, right? These illusions in their head that you're not interested, that you could be dating other people, or like you're doing something that they wouldn't approve of. um this bothers them. It creates anxiety in their mind, which is why we have the Eight of Swords here. They're like, what is my person doing, right? um for example, with the Seven of Cups, which can also indicate dreams, right? Let's say your emperor, your person, had a dream about you where you were out and about with someone else. They wake up in a terrible mood. Now they're telling themselves, oh, Six of Swords energy, my empress has moved on. They're with other people. I should just be done, be over with it, right? I should just move on to, or whatever. Um, so they don't actually know what the truth is with the Ace of Swords. There's no clarity between the two of you. Okay, there's only conflict and assumptions in their mind. I will. Ooh, the phone is ringing. Do you hear that? So you might be getting a call very soon from this person. They could be reaching out. We'll see in the cards. I don't see it here, but we'll see in the near future. But this tells me that like there's no clarity between the two of you. There was just arguments and fighting, and no one got the last word in. I feel like the way the two of you left things was very unclear, very uncertain. Um, with the Prince of Cups, which is the Page of Cups here, there is this energy of like them being curious about you still, right? Even through all this conflict and drama, um, they're still interested in you. You're still their person. With the Justice card and also with the Page of Cups here, there could be an apology coming through. They could want to make things right. The Justice card sitting right under the Emperor, this is someone who's wanting to make things right with you, okay? So pile number 3, I really think this person is going over the conflict between the two of you. They want to set things straight. With the Ace of Swords being here as well, they want to make things very clear. And they will be clear. They're going to be very direct. The Emperor is not someone who is going to give you some wishy-washy answer as to how they feel about you. They're going to be very clear and honest. They don't like where things are between the two of you right now. It's causing them anxiety. This is someone who likes to be in control. They like to see where the future is headed. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they hit you up and called you and told you how they felt. Because they don't like sitting in the conflict. With the Five of Swords, some words were said between the two of you. Maybe like someone slammed the door shut. Like there was just some kind of like very combative energy here, some kind of conflict. Six of Swords signifies moving on to calmer things, right? Moving away from the conflict and making things much easier and calmer between the two of you. So this is what their intention is, right? Because I don't think that they like to sit in illusions. They want things to happen. They want things to start happening now, right? And you can see the structure is a little wobbly, right? It's a little uneven. So I will say there is a little bit of impatience coming through with this Emperor. So let's see. I'm going to put the Eight of Swords here. I want to see what... Did I say the Four of Wands or did I say the Four of Cups? I am so sorry. I can't remember what I said. Sorry, Four of Wands. Okay, so that's positive. That's better. It's better for you guys. Again, this person, they view you as the end goal. Because the Four of Wands talks about marriage and commitment and stability. So how they view you with this Empress and the Four of Wands, they want to put a ring on it. This is their intention. They're like, I want to commit to my Empress, but right now I'm focused on building something else. I need to know the truth. I need the clear answer as to how they feel about me. I need this, I need that, whatever. Like, they're very focused on creating the structure and having you be the center of it. But again, I think that there is some kind of like conflict between the two of you that can't get you there right now. I don't know what that conflict is. And it could just be stubbornness. It could just be being stubborn. It could be the lack of vulnerability. The no one is picking up the phone to call. We don't know what's going on. Like, it feels very kind of up in the air. But the two of you are clearly like still into each other. Like, the two of you want to be together. Two of you wanted to get married. Because I feel like that was a topic of discussion here. I don't know why I said the Four of Cups. I'm sorry, I read that so wrong. So let's just see what's in the near future. Prince of Swords. Seven of Swords. Temperance. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay. So I'm hearing now is not the time for escapism, which is what the Seven of Swords is. It talks about escapism. So I think this person will continue to stay curious about you. Okay, they're wanting to communicate with you with the Prince of Swords. This is more so an energy of like getting to know each other again, especially with the Prince of Cups being here, over here in this corner. So there is this it's almost like this energy of dipping your toe into the connection again. This is the energy of curiosity. This is playfulness. This is, let me test the waters with pile number 3, because I don't actually know where they're at. So this person doesn't have access to you in terms of like how you feel about them. They have no clue. They're feeling like, with the Seven of Cups energy being here, they're feeling like a million different things in their mind. Okay, they're really unsure and uncertain as to how you feel. You're not giving them any clue or any indication. And look what's at the bottom. Courage. We have courage here. So with the Three of Swords being here and the Seven of Swords, I heard this is not a time for escapism. So I think there is this energy of really taking a risk. With the Three of Swords being here, taking a risk, even though there might be a chance of heartbreak, even though there might be a chance of rejection. Although I don't think that's the case. I don't know how you personally feel about them. I don't know if you want a reunion or a reconnection, but the Temperance being here, this talks about healing the heartbreak. So this person has an opportunity to either avoid with the Seven of Swords, be avoidant, continue to sit in the illusion and create assumptions and not get the clarity by just running and avoiding you, or they can take a risk and be courageous and reach out and just ask you straight up, what are we doing? Where is this going? Because that's what an emperor truly is. An emperor will take the courage, will take the risk, and figure out what is going on through your mind. And I love this Three of Swords because even in the darkness, there is light. So I think this person is being guided and encouraged by God, the universe, to do this with you, to take a chance and get the answer that they need, because right now I think they're trapped. They're truly in a state of like anxiety because they don't have any kind of clarity as to how you feel, but the universe is being like, be patient with the Temperance card. Okay, they're telling your person, hey, be patient with yourself, give yourself grace, because breakups are hard, separations are hard, and they're not going to receive the answers overnight with how they feel about you. So let's pull some oracle cards to close out your reading. Look at this. Divine feminine. That's you. Strong energy. Like, they're really pulled towards you. They know that you are their person. You know what I mean? Like, they know that you're the one. It's like a perfect match. Hopelessness. Yeah. Sinking despair and falling apart. We have ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. Yeah, they feel like you're not in it for the long haul. Like, you're not with them. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's causing them hopelessness, is thinking that you're just having a good time, not really thinking about them. Maybe that's how you're presenting yourself, but in reality, I think, well, I don't know how you feel, to be honest. I have no clue. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. And we have distance, separation, space, and block. So you could be at a physical distance from this person. That could be confirmation for somebody. But this person is really needing to push their pride aside and just take courage here. Be courageous. Do the right thing. Justice card. Do the right thing. And at the bottom, we have obsession. So they're very attracted to you. Very, very attracted to you. So pile number 3, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. If it resonated with you, please leave a very nice, lovely comment. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings at the moment, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can go to the link in my description box below and follow me on TikTok. There could be a message there for you as well. But thank you all for being here so much, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye!